We are doing part 2 of my rewind video highlighting a trip I took to Freakbeat Records in Sherman Oaks. They were having this huge, like 50% off sale. I wasn't going to go, but I decided when I saw that it'd be crazy not to. So found a bunch of stuff. That's why I just split it up into 2 episodes, so the thing wasn't like an hour long. But you know, all these CDs that I found were like less than $3. I found one vinyl record that I picked up there. I showed in the last video. That one was like $4. So, you know, great day for additions to my music collection that day. So anyways, here's what I picked up. This is part 2 from Freakbeat. 2016, we get Night Moves record, Penny Days, and on the Domino Recording Company out of Brooklyn. I wonder if they're still around. My introduction to this band was I would always, not so much anymore, I kind of forget these days, but back then I used to always go to the KEXP Song of the Day on iTunes. And I don't know if they have it also on their website or whatever, but they always have like a new song posted there and you can download it and have it on your phone or whatever. Carl Sagan, the song, was one of the free giveaways or whatever, Song of the Days on there, and I really dug it. It's kind of, you know, alternative rock. So I saw this on, I think this album was in like my list on my app of like my want list or whatever. I think this album was there for a while and I just kind of been searching, just never found it, and then finally there it was at Freakbeat and picked it up for very, very cheap. And it's really good. I like it a lot. I'm looking at this now. I'm wondering if the booklet, maybe somebody didn't include the booklet. I think most of these were used that I bought, the CDs that I picked up. I think most of them were used. I'm wondering if, because there's like a slot here for a booklet, there's nothing in there, so I wonder if maybe I got gypped out and the book is missing from here. Most likely, because there's like no information on this record. But besides Carl Sagan, the songs on here I like are Denise, Don't Want to See You Cry, Leave Your Light On, and Alabama. I wonder if that's where they're from. Probably not, but whatever. 2016, we get the self-titled Kitten album. I think there's like a heavy metal band named Kitten as well. This is not them. It's got a very 80s sound to it, even some like 80s saxophone on some of these songs. I remember listening to this and it almost reminded me a little bit of like, if this had come out in the 80s, you'd almost swear it was like, you know, she was like a Prince protege or something, you know. It's kind of got that sound to it. And there's a couple of songs on here that I have different versions of, because it seemed like she'd put out a couple of EPs maybe first, and then I guess re-recorded some of these songs with like maybe a full band or something like that. But some of them I like that are on here, and some of them I like the other version a little bit better. But some of the tracks on here that I dig are I'll Be Your Girl. I don't know what the little hashtag after the G means as far as a music note. Cut It Out and Kill the Light. Now, Cut It Out, what I was talking about before, Cut It Out, there's an EP of Cut It Out with like 3 or 4 songs. I remember picking up that CD in Seattle, maybe at Sonic Boom. And the same with Kill the Light. Kill the Light, I'm pretty sure I have the EP of that as well, maybe 3 or 4 songs, but I think I only have that digitally. But I think I actually prefer the Kill the Light from the EP better than I like this version on this album. But nonetheless, good record. 1980, we had Toots and the My Towels and Just Like That. Unfortunately, we lost Toots in 2020, which was a real bummer. I made a video where I was going over like my vinyl tees, artists in my vinyl and stuff, and I talked about Toots like it seemed like he was always playing a show like every summer or whatever. This is obviously before COVID. And every year I was like, I gotta go see Toots. And for whatever reason, it just never worked out. So it would be like, all right, next year, gotta see him. And unfortunately, just never was able to, which is a real bummer. But really good. My introduction to Toots, probably like a lot of people, was on the Harder They Come soundtrack. He had a couple of tracks on there that are like classics. If you like reggae, I'm sure you're familiar with them. I have a really good best of collection CD by Toots and My Tiles that Trojan Records put out. And then I have a vinyl copy of Funky Kingston I got a number of years ago. Really good. And I saw this there and I wasn't familiar with this record at all. So just decided to pick it up. And really good. I like it quite a bit, you know. If you like reggae, I'm sure you're familiar with Toots. And maybe not this record, I don't know, but it's a good one to have. Very bare bones inside. So it was really cool getting to pick this one up. Some of the tracks on here that I like are Let's Get It Together, Gee Whiz, the title track Just Like That, Dilly Dally, and Journeyman. This was produced by Chris Blackwell, famous for Island Records. But really good record. If you're not familiar with this and you like reggae, you like Toots, recommend picking this one up. 2017, we get Goldfinger and the album The Knife. Now, I was a fan of Goldfinger going back to their debut in, 95 or 96, something like that. Then I guess maybe after, I think after their record Open Your Eyes, you know, I just kind of lost interest in them. A lot of their stuff they were putting out wasn't really that, you know, wasn't that crazy about it. They kind of ditched the ska elements that I liked so much when they started out, and were kind of more just like that kind of pop punk sound, very very polished pop punk sound, you know. John Feldman, the leader of this band, he's gone on, you know, be a huge producer. A lot of those pop punk bands produced and stuff, and you know, it was okay. I mean, stuff I heard from them was okay, but nothing ever made me want to go out and buy the full record. And when I saw this, you know, I remember when this record was coming out, it was a little disappointing because I guess he pretty much ditched the whole band and brought in all these kind of like hired guys to back him up. You know, the band is only listed as like 3 guys, and then you've got all the guest musicians: Travis Barker, Nate Albert, Josh Dunn, etc., etc. My expectations weren't too high when I got this and listened to it, but it's actually pretty good, you know. I kind of do like it, you know. There's some good stuff on here. There's a couple little tracks on here that have a little bit of the sort of old Goldfinger kind of ska sound, you know. There's a couple of tracks with that on here. But it's not bad. I think they've put out another record since, I think. But, and I think also like one of the dudes, the original guys from Goldfinger, is now back in the band. So I don't know. It's just a confusing thing going on over there. But not bad. Some of the tracks on here that I like are A Million Miles, Get What I Need, Tijuana Sunrise, Don't Let Me Go, Lift Off, and Am I Deaf, which is interesting because I remember that being released way before this record. I wonder what year it was. I can't remember what year it was, but I remember that being released as like a free single through their website or something. And I guess it was always like, this will be on the next record. And then, you know, there was never a next record for years and years and years until finally 2017. And then it's on this record. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's re-recorded or if it's the same version that they gave away for free previously, but yeah, it's a lot better than I expected. It's pretty good. I don't know beyond this what the next record sounds like, but I'd be curious to check it out. 1984, we get Midnight Oil and Red Sails in the Sunset. I started picking up CDs by Midnight Oil after I saw them live in 2017. Really, really good show. I had Blue Sky Mine already. I had that back whenever it came out in the early 90s, and I liked it a lot. If you're not familiar with them, it's, you know, they're from Australia. It's alternative, you know, rock, typical stuff, you know. This is, speaking of typical, this is typical of those early CDs that were released. Inside the book, nothing. Hey. I don't know if they've ever reissued their CD catalog. You know, maybe there's a version of this out where it's got some notes or something in the booklet, some nice liner notes or whatever. But good record. I like this one. Some of the tracks on here I like. When the Generals Talk, Best of Both Worlds, Jimmy Sharman's Boxers, and Kosciuszko. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. It's in the song. I should know how to pronounce it because they say it in the song. But yeah, really good one. I like this one. From 1982, we get some more Midnight Oil and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like I said, you know, after seeing them live in 2017, I just started, you know, picking up their back catalog and other records. And, you know, for the most part, I like them. There's, you know, a good handful of tracks from every album that I pick up that I really enjoy. Let's see, this one, yeah, this one actually has some lyrics and everything in it, which is interesting because you almost feel like this probably was released on CD at the same time as Red Sails, which has nothing in the booklet. But good record, another one I like quite a bit. You know, some of the tracks on here I like are Only the Strong, Short Memory, Power and the Passion, Maralinga, and Read About It. Another good record. And if you watched both episodes, that is everything that I picked up at this monumental visit to Freakbeat. Like I said, definitely check the place out. It's really good. I forgot to show on my Pelican case. There's my sticker from Freakbeat representing. Anyways, thanks for watching. By all means, let me know any tracks or what you think of these records. It'd be great to hear from you. If you've ever been to Freakbeat, by all means, let me know your experiences in the comments section. And that's it for this time. We'll see you next time.